Hello there YouTube, once again playing Civilization 5, continuing on the series from the introduction to the very first video, which might form its own series. It's yet to be established. You might have noticed from the previous video we've changed maps. That's because I looked at it and thought it wasn't very good. I mean, judging by this one, it's not all that good either. This start location, we only have incense, but we do have 2 wheat, and that's in range. So, and we have a growth tile here as well in deer, so it's good for a granary. Plus we have a ton of hills. The production is going to be off the charts, which is great for Liberty. First things, so hang on, I better, before I start moving this warrior, I better explain what the purpose of this video will be, what sort of goals I have. Basically, I just want to showcase some of my play from the early game, very early game, possibly up to 30 turns, when I might be looking at pumping out a settler or two. Maybe I'll get a settler before that, but the main thing is it's something I need to work on, because yeah, I have some idea of what to do. Scout and look for city states, find ruins, get scouts out, get maybe a monument out, maybe a shrine, maybe an archer or two, and find workers and just explore the map as much as possible and protect my workers, escort my settlers potentially, and not let the warrior stray too far into rough terrain, as I often do. I really wish I could improve that part of my game, because it just lets me down a lot. So I really want to encourage criticism and ask your opinion on my first 30 turns, and if it's flawless then tell me, but I don't think it is. There's things that happen in the games that I watch on YouTube. Some of these top players, I just can't quite do what they do, and I want to, but I can't. So without further ado, let's move the warrior. First place to move him, I want to move him onto a hill. I can see already over here. I think I want to settle in place, and I can't see any reason to move up there. In sight. I suppose what I could do is land on that hill and then see whether it's worth moving up. That might be a good idea. So if I move him out here and then move him up there, using both his movement points, that would be a good plan, I think. Alternatively, could just pop him on that hill, but we discover less map that way. I could go down to here as well, but that's unaffected. I would settle in place if I reveal those tiles anyway, so that's not going to make me move. I can't actually move my warrior to the left, which is what I'd really like to be able to see here. But you know, up here will have to suffice. So we'll go here. Okay, just nothing, and that's out of range. And hill. Well, that's a pretty atrocious. I don't know. I mean, maybe I should restart the whole game already, but you just can't keep playing like that. You got to take what you get, I think, because these deity players aren't reloading saves, and they're not doing new maps. They just take the map and they play the map, and it all goes on the video. I mean, at least you don't see them put up footage of, you know, trying to get Jin maps. Well, there's obviously no reason to move over there except that I'd get the bison in the 3 ring, the 3rd ring that I'd be in. There's nothing down there. I just have to settle in place and take it, I think, because there's nothing to benefit from that tile there, which would be probably the only thing I could benefit from. I'm going to just stay here and settle. It doesn't really matter what tile I work on, as long as it's one of these two. So let's just go there. But while we're here, this is worth talking about, I suppose. I mean, you're going to have to get used to this. The attention to detail I'm going to try and put into this is perhaps too much for someone who's looking to be entertained. I'm not looking to entertain anyone, although you might be entertained if you're of a certain mind, if you enjoy analysis and, you know, taking a game seriously. So I'm going to go into detail, and this is one of those sorts of questions where, you know, I look at this, right? So I've got this option here. Now, maybe it's a bad example, but I get the scout out in 4 rather than 5. In the meantime, I'm growing if I go out in 5. I don't know. My knowledge isn't good enough, right? If I put the scout out in 4, yeah, obviously I'm not growing, and so yeah, like I said, maybe it's a bad example. So I get the scout out in 4, and then I still have to grow in 8 turns anyway. So that would delay my growth by 4 turns. But let's say a different example, and maybe I'll bring it up later as well in another city or later in the game. When should you focus on production and when should you focus on growth? Oh, and that's handy as well. I just noticed that we picked up assault as well, so maybe it's not the worst. I was very surprised to see that we didn't have 2 luxuries to begin with, but we actually do have assault, which is the best tile on the game, especially with Earth Mother as well. Don't know whether, wonder whether, can you get grassland salt? I don't know. So yeah, like, say say you're building a unit like a spearman, and it's out in. It says you're working all your growth tiles, and all the maximum food you can work. It's out in 7 turns. It says, and it says up here how many turns to grow. So let's say it says 5 or 6. Do you go for that growth and then delay the spearman coming out, and therefore delay the production of your army, which you need? Or do you just focus solely on growth so that you get maximum science and catch up to the AI as quickly as you can, as much as you can? I just never know really what the right answer is. So I'm looking for answers there. I don't know how long I've spent on this video already. Guessing about 10 minutes maybe. So yeah, riddle me that. Meanwhile, we shall progress. Now, I'm seeing a bunch of granary resources: wheat, deer, and then the calendar's going to be needed, and I'm going to need mining. I've got a bunch of trees as well, and obviously hills, but I'm not going to be working there. Not going to be working making mines anytime soon. Although while we're on the subject, do you put a hill, a farm on a hill next to a river, or do you put a mine? Always wanted to know that as well. If it's, I think if it's off the river, don't put a farm on it. Put a mine. But if it's on the river, build a farm. I mean, when civil service kicks in, then I've got 2 food, right? As it says there on the black diagram thingy. 2 food. Farming 6 and civil service both +1 food. So I never know what to do there. Let me know what the answer is to that. So it's looking like I should go pottery. This is probably extraordinarily slow compared to what you're used to. But I've seen some. I think it was Consentient. He said he likes to go mining first, in case he gets an early worker. Unlike these god tier players, I can't seem to get a worker in under 10 turns, and I just don't know how they do it. Really, they're incredible. Often I get to past turn 20, I haven't got a worker. I'm still expecting to steal one. I failed to steal one, and I think a couple of times I've got to like turn 50 and I've not got a worker yet. So obviously I scrapped those games. So I got to work on this worker stealing thing because I just suck at it. I understand that you're supposed to steal 1 from a city state and 1 from another civilization, and that's your maximum to prevent being called a warmonger and pissing off the city states too much. And I know you can stay at war with the city state to farm XP and continually steal any workers that they make. Anyway, back on topic. Mining or pottery. Since I don't know, I'm just, I'm still not like god tier like Consentient. I'm just gonna go pottery, and then I'll put maybe a granary in at some point soon. The question, but then again, like, am I gonna really build a granary in the next 20 turns? Well, let's have a look. I'm gonna go probably scout monument, or scout monument scout. So that's 12. No, 17. No, I'm not going to be building a bloody granary. So am I going to build a shrine? Well, let's have a look. Sun God. Sun God's always strong. I really like Sun God. Don't know if that like is misplaced or what. Earth Mother. There's not really much to pick up here. There's not a great quantity of anything in particular, so I can't really know whether it's worth going for a shrine. I don't think so. Obviously faith matters, and it's important for a lot of things. Even if you don't get religion, someone will give you a religion. You can get benefits off it. Sometimes I've seen people go animal husbandry, reveal horses. The reason given is often that it will add production, early production, but I'm not struggling for production, I don't think. I mean, I might get a two hammer, one food tile in range, but it's not looking likely. It'd have to be this tile or this tile or this tile, or maybe there would be alright. 2 food, 1 hammer, or is it 2 hammers? No, 2 food, 1 hammer would be nice, like this one. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna need to go to cut calendar. I know that. So let's go pottery, and then yeah, maybe we can change halfway through depending on what we discover. And that's the first turn done after 20 minutes. So there's nothing interesting over there, but there's a lot of rough terrain over here. Well, let's move around. Okay, tundra again, like the last game. That's not interesting. Ruins. Don't really want to be exploring the tundra. I don't know why I bothered, but I'll pick up these ruins anyway. I don't think in the past couple of turns any great deal of analysis was required. Just moving my warrior, and we see another salt there. Wonder if there's anything else to accompany that for a second location. Pick up Dem Ruins. Archery. Always nice to have archery nice and early. You never know when you might need it. I like to pop out an archer before a settler as well. Another salt. There's just no food though. Let's move here. I'm worried about that over there, because if I go on there and it's rough, I mean, look, you can see that's forest there, but is that one there? Like that? Don't know. I mean, okay, so just quick analysis. Either I just got unlucky or my scouting just revealed itself to be crap. You know, was my decision to come down here worthwhile? I mean, obviously I picked up a ruin, that was nice, and I got archery in 3 turns, which was nice. But should I have turned back when I saw the tundra? Because I don't want to be exploring tundra. I want to be looking for city locations and maybe city states. And there probably might be a city state along here, but oh god, that's not what I wanted. I didn't want to see all this forest here. This is annoying because, and there's a river there as well. Alright, well, I'm gonna get to the and it appears I've already started work on the scout. Which is being built in 4 turns this time. Hammer overflow maybe? I'm not going to get to that ruin with the scout and navigate all the forest with. And like by the time he comes, oh no. Alright, okay. So I'll have to go up here and should I go over there? Should I go down here? No. Let's go up there, and that's not going to reveal anything, I don't think. We do, no, but we've seen some tiles would reveal by moving here already. We haven't seen that tile. Oh, that's a little more promising. We've got floodplains and salt again. A lot of salt around. Potentially Earth Mother type territory. But you know, down here there is just bugger all food. Next turn. So yeah, should I? Yeah, I should just move straight up as quickly as possible to that. I'm not gonna. If I go there, will I reveal that? I do want to see what there is there. That's just desert there, right? There. Okay. Another wheat. Very nice. And not a lot else there. Do want to go up this river though and see what's going on up there. 6 turns in. How's my scouting? Let me know. And note the lack of culture ruin. It's 7 turns in, and unlike the god tier deity players, I have not yet discovered a culture ruin. I haven't got my first policy, and look, it's 18 turns till the next one. And it's a advanced weapons. Okay, so maybe I was hoping I was speaking too soon, but obviously that would be too good to be true. I won't reveal anything by going there, so I'll have to go here. But I won't, if I go here, then I'm not going to reveal anything beyond there. I'm only going to reveal there. But if I go here, then I'll go and I'll see what this tile is. Yeah, okay. 1 turn till next scout. Where shall I send the next one? I'm thinking over here, and he can go over there and, you know, bring the spearman back and just explore this flat with the spearman. I might be going into a second part of the video, or of this stage. We're only 8 turns in. Just growing there, so we're going to change that to the deer. Continue to grow. So as planned, bring him back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think it's better, yeah, to go here this way. Up on there. Just go straight for it, right? Oh wow. My, didn't that reveal a lot? I was quite pleased with that actually, because normally I'm not pleased with the maps, but that did help a little bit because we've revealed new civilization. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tiles away. Wow, we were. Scout. Now where did I say I was going to send him? Over there, right? Do need to go. It looks like I just feel like we're to the east here of the map, so I should go onto that hill there. Oh hello, that's nice. 8 turns in, no culture ruin yet. Next turn, have I already started on my monument? Well, I have to start on the monument now because I've not got a god tier culture ruin. Really need a worker. Oh look, there's no city states. Oh look, I haven't stolen a worker in 8 turns yet. I mean, either these players that I'm admiring just run extremely good, or there is something that they're doing. I don't know. Is it luck or what? Would reveal more going here. I think there. Kind of want to hold off in case I go on there and it's pottery. I really don't want to do that, so I'm going to go there and just hold off till pottery. It's such an annoyance when. Right, come back here. Such an annoyance when that happens. Right, well, let's meet them. Hello. Hello, Big Neb. Falls outside your gates. Pottery. And yeah, this is when I like to look at ruins most, when I've researched something, because then I know that I've not put any beakers into any tech. Oh yeah, free writing. Oh, that's quite strong, and I'm pretty sure he's got writing, right? Oh, no he hasn't. So, that's a first. The Mongols have writing before Babylon. Well, I don't need to see his capital, and it only helps to improve relations a little bit. What was we doing with that? I really want to see what's over there, but at the same time I want to. This location looks like it's going to be the one for the somewhere around here. It's going to be the one to bounce off of and go and get Babylon. It's going to be the forward settle. So if I go there, then it's just there's just nothing there. So it'd have to be off the river. It'd have to be like there. And then I can get in range, or there maybe. In range. What is it? Control X. That's it.